I get it. You want to be that girl. So you came to me for advice. Let's get started. What exactly does it mean to be that girl? I've been seeing this all over TikTok. Originated on Pinterest, I'm sure, with all of these amazing pictures of girls looking like they knew exactly what they were doing and had everything going for them. I feel like depending on where you are in your life, you see images or videos like that, and you either get very discouraged or very inspired. And I've seen both negative and positive takes on this trend. A lot of people have said, this trend only works if you're rich, skinny, and white. Other people have said that this is literally just about being healthy. In my mind, it doesn't have to be that crazy. I think what I'm gonna do to establish that girl status, to prepare for Hot Girl Summer, word to Megan, to do everything I have to do to become everything that I wanna be, I will have to consider fitness. And that means, what I'm eating, how I'm taking care of my body, moving around in a way that feels okay and comfortable for me, but is also strenuous enough to be called exercise. I want to consider my appearance and how I feel about myself physically and what I do to improve my appearance, in my own opinion. And I also want to consider how I'm feeling mentally, if I'm happy with where my life is, if I'm happy with myself, if I'm spending enough time with the people that I love and doing things that I haven't done before. Because I feel like those things constitute a hot girl, a that girl. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So keep watching if you want to see that. Yeah, so let's face it. Every that girl has been caught up at the gym. Everyday gym. 5 out of 7 days, maybe 7 out of 7 days gym. That is what that girl does. Hot girl preparation is not easy because everyone seems to think we need to be at the gym 24/7. I just think we need to be maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and whatever that looks like for you is what a hot girl would do, okay? But for the sake of this video, I'm gonna work out. Wait. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to work fast. It's a lot of spiders down here, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know where they are, but it's a lot. I'm already sweating. It's like 31 degrees outside, so this should be fun.
Hey guys, Cassie here, and welcome to your total body warm-up. Now before we get started, I just have to say you guys are wide, wider than hip width apart, and I want you to slide down the hands and slide down the knees, dropping the groin down. We're gonna keeping the chest open, sitting the booty back.
Fuck that, whoa, fuck that.
Twist, slow down a little. Up.
The food. So this is my favorite part. I feel like if you're cooking, you give yourself the opportunity to really create something that you know you'll enjoy because you know everything that's going into the food. And this is where we can fall short when we order in all the time or we rely on food that doesn't come from within the home because you never know what's going inside it to make it taste so good. All these yummy salad bowls and Buddha bowls tend to have a lot of things like sauces and seasonings that make them taste better but aren't necessarily great for you. You can always moderate that when you're actually cooking. And I know not all of us love cooking or are good at cooking, but I feel like we really should try to be. Cooking is a great tool, it's an asset, and it can be life-saving. And look at how delicious, scrumptious that looks. That looks stupid. I love seeing different parts of the world. I'm pretty into nature. Don't love bugs, but I'm into nature. And I love being outside. So I took the opportunity to go somewhere I haven't been before and just look around and enjoy it. Because I feel like being a hot girl means taking time to really just enjoy life, even if those things that you enjoy are simple. All right, everyone, so it's 32 degrees outside. It took like an hour to get here, so I think we should take pictures. I need this to not be for no reason, because I'm dying.
Put your number twos in the air.
Self-reflection. See, now this one's a tricky one. It doesn't always come at once, and it's not going to come to you standing under a waterfall. But if you want to stand under a waterfall, I get that. I want to. But self-reflection has to be a multi-layered thing. That's the only way it's effective. It comes to you in doses, and you see it in different aspects of your life. And it's important to learn about yourself just as much as you spend time learning about other people. I feel like in your 20s, you're coming to terms with who you are. And yeah, I'm 20. By the way, in your 20s, there's a lot of that. Coming to terms with who you are. Deciding if you like where things are headed for you. And if you enjoy yourself as a person. You know? The 20s don't have to be as pivotal as the amount of pressure that we put on that set of years, but I feel like inevitably it is, because it's the point in your life where things still get to be about you. Beyond that, the expectation becomes that you settle down and start building a life for other people when you have kids. But when you're 20, things are still very much about you. It's about building a foundation, you know, for a life that you could say that you're glad you have. And that's kind of a lot. That's a lot to deal with. It really is. And I think one thing a lot of us need to acknowledge is, you know, some aspects of our character are really just about being who we are. Some things are okay because they're just part of our personalities. But, you know, some things that aren't so great that other people have told you may not be so great are fixable. You know, you can't always just chalk it up to, well, this is who I am, so I'm not going to change. If you are the type of person that only looks outward to find someone to blame when things go wrong, that could be a part of your personality, sure, but that doesn't mean it's a good thing. And I think that's the scary thing about being in your 20s, because I read this somewhere, don't know if it's true. I'm using a banana powder, by the way. I used the Makeup Revolution, but that label has completely rubbed off because I love this. It is just the banana powder in deep, very brightening. But I read somewhere that by the time you're 25, you are already who you're going to be for the rest of your life. I don't like to think that's true. I feel like we could spend our whole lives learning and transforming. But if that is true, if fundamentally your brain can't change past that age, like that's kind of a really big thing to come to terms with, because, you know, there's only so much time you have to change the way that you think, not just about other people in the world, but yourself. One thing I learned about myself that I really don't like is the fact that I'm willing to endure a lot of pain if it means keeping the peace. And bitch, that's not normal. I know that's a habit that a lot of people have, especially women, but it's like eventually you got to be comfortable with things being okay for you too. And there's a difference between being someone that's aware and unwilling to cave if it means that their own suffering becomes paramount, and being selfish. Because I don't think protecting yourself is selfish. It's never been selfish or mean. But I think somewhere along the line, I taught myself that it made me mean to stand up for myself. So in my 20s, I'm changing that, okay? If you come into contact with me and I'm not as pushover-y, ooh, I shook the camera. If I'm not as pushover-y or like, you know, complacent as I used to be, don't be surprised. I'm just trying to be the version of myself I want to be in my 20s, because there's so many things you can change. And I think that's more what we should be considering when it comes to being that girl, not just who can make the best avocado toast. Avocado toast is really good though. It's really good. It shouldn't just be about that, you know? Whether you're also in your 20s and you're watching this, or you're 11 and you're watching this, or you're 45 and you're watching this, being that girl has more to do with appreciating and understanding yourself and how you can improve than it does with, you know, being able to take a cute pic in your Alo yoga fitness set. Like, that's a part of it if it means taking care of yourself, but it's so much deeper than just being able to look cute at the gym or having your hair done in a way that's been pictured on Pinterest. I don't know. I feel like our values have become very superficial because we know how important appearance is and we don't want to hide from that anymore. So it's just become the center of everything. And listen, like, that's just kind of how things are. I'm not going to knock it because I kind of subscribe to it too. And the fact that I'm doing this, like, but I will say that there needs to be some reflection involved. And that's why talking to yourself and understanding yourself is so important. Having conversations with people that have either seen you grow or are willing to see you improve, that can be very transformative. Listen, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Let me finish my face. Appearance. It's pretty simple. I just love playing up how I look. And I mean, being a hot girl means doing things that hot girls do. Hot girls really do care about their appearances, and they know appearance isn't everything, but appearance is there, okay? So we're gonna work with it. I feel like a lot of the girls I've seen participating in this trend are white and skinny. I am neither of those things. And I still think that it should apply to me and anyone that looks like me or anyone that doesn't look like that, because being that girl doesn't look like one thing. We can make it our own thing. And you can absolutely be that girl and be, you know, fat and black. You can absolutely be that girl and be Asian and mid-sized. It doesn't matter, you know, like, you're just doing what you want to do. That's what makes you hot. Yeah, so like, how do you reintroduce yourself after you beat your face? Not me in my robe still. No, I really do have to get ready for work. I don't know why I'm taking so long. Just to show you the look, I might add gloss. And if you guys want a more in-depth makeup routine, I can definitely give that to you. But yeah. So you made it to the end of the video. I love you. Thank you. I really do think that at the end of the day, when it comes to being that girl, when it comes to preparing for hot girl summer, whatever that looks like for you, the aesthetic may be cute, but what does aesthetic mean if you're not doing anything that actually fulfills you? You shouldn't be going broke to be that girl. You shouldn't have to pretend all the materials to be that girl. That stuff, that's already there. It's in you. I think a lot of the time we forget that we're in the driver's seat. You have control over your own life. If you're not happy with it, you could change that. If you are happy with it, you can play that up or do exactly what you're doing and be content with that and know that you're enough. You are that girl. This video was kind of a waste of your time, to be honest with you. Still leave a like though, subscribe, still leave a like and comment. But this video, this was just me doing my version of that. You and yours is what you gotta do. Like, if this advice doesn't apply to you, don't take it. Take what works and leave what doesn't. This is your life. And you can be that girl by just sitting there, right? Take that for what you will. I love you again. And thank you for watching. If you want more of me, come back. Let's be friends. I'll see you in the next one.
Running. I broke his heart and I told him to pick it up. He tried to play me, his skin wasn't thick enough. Expensive tissue, the vibe wasn't rich enough. Don't stay focused on the money. You wish you got, go get the money, put it in the wishing pot. I learned math, science, English. How to dribble John, yeah, that's what they should have told us. Shawty in the corner is a pick me. Not used to wish bad upon all of my enemies. Each and every single one of them dead to me. Vibe was a dead